feel it. Oh, yeah, baby. I can feel it. The summer, that summer breeze with my hair blowing in the wind. I know, what hair? What? We're ready. It is that time. We're halfway to Halloween, Summerween today. We're talking summer horror. And I am so happy to be back here with the crew right here. My main man, Swift the Bullet Boss, anesthesiologist Swift Knox. And joining us again, the man himself, Gabe the Pun Isher. My man, rightfully, that's so fitting for you.
I just want to make sure I'm coming in clear because I want to make sure my internet's not jumpy. I didn't plug in my Ethernet cable. Am I good?
What was that? No, I heard you. No, you're good to go.
Very smooth.
Yours truly, Mouthpiece of the Northeast. We are getting ready to rock and roll, seeing what the horror heads got to say today because we're talking everything summer horror. And I want everybody's input. This is why we do this. It's live. We're interactive. If you haven't done it already, guys, what are you waiting for? Bang! Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Like, share.
Especially if you like to be a sub or be the Dom. I don't know. Whichever it is. Just definitely.
A sub or a hero. We don't use the other H word here. So that's no. But yeah, definitely. Sub. Check us out, all the socials, Instagram and Facebook at horrorheads365. And if you want, shoot us an email, horrorheads365@gmail.com. So, yeah, guys, we're rocking and rolling here today. Let's check the chat real quick. As always, we started up. Okay,
Let's
Mama
see what's
Swift.
in the chat. Hey.
As always.
Thanks for coming out, Ma.
And happy belated Mother's Day, Ma. Okay, hope you had a wonderful weekend.
Mama's Day.
Lady Tara in the building.
Oh, we got Lady Tara. Thank you for coming out.
So much.
How's everything? Good to see you. Hey, we got Jess, Aesthetically Horror. Thanks for coming out.
Wait, if Lady Tara was Jewish, would she be Torifying?
Ooh.
It's plan words.
Wow.
We got Nemo in the house. Torifying.
We found her.
Yeah, we found her weeks ago, man. And listen, you're not going anywhere. Don't get lost again, Nemo. You hear me?
Monster. We got the Bat fan. Hello, Hard 365. Nice meeting you. Thank you so much for coming out. Keep it up with the great content. Your Friday content is amazing.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming out.
I did watch that. I meant to respond to you. I did see the message, Bat fan. Just want to let you know I seen something pop over there. I didn't open it yet because I'm like, I gotta get ready for the live. But dude, I appreciate it. I seen the content. Great work, man. Seriously.
Thank you. Yeah.
Actually,
thank you so much.
Swift, your friend reached out to me. I'm going to reach out to him. I haven't forgotten. I've just been busy.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
But he did get back to me. Thank you for the introduction. So
yes. Yeah. And thank you.
Brooklyn Diva,
how you doing? Thanks for coming out. How you doing?
What's that? What is that? Zero? I got to see what that's about. Let me know what's going on over there. Okay, Mama Swift. Okay, Becca. Sexy.
Hey.
Way to throw him under the bus.
The Barbie girl. Thanks for coming out.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Oh, Matt Griffin, what's going on?
Hey, we got Matt Griffin.
Better not jump off early this
we
time,
only have Matt. We have Matt and the missus. So shout out to Matt in the building.
Yeah, man, the missus. You got it. Thanks for coming out.
Under the floorboards.
What's up? Greetings.
Oh yeah, we're talking. I mean, I'm not.
Yes, indeed.
Don't get
and their quest to support indie horror, indie films. Salute. Follow Under the Floorboards. Check out their podcast.
Oh yeah, man.
Great guys.
He comes out from under my floorboards.
Oh God. Oh boy.
Hey, look at that.
For a second, I thought it was an AT hand. I don't know.
Come on, somebody give this guy a hand already. What was that Brooklyn Diva just said?
Yeah, she said,
missed it.
I'll go through a ton on YouTube. What's that
for? What that's for. Wow.
Hey, listen. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm just curious because I seen the stick. Because actually, that's about the extent of my drawing stick figures. And I was looking at that guy with the finger. Love it. Looks good. But yeah, guys, thank you for jumping on Horror 365 Live once again here Wednesday night. We're talking summer horror. And, I had to throw the Lost Boys Santa Cruz Boardwalk in the background for this one. The accent came out there. You guys heard that boardwalk. I'm trying to really talk proper, but the Brooklynese comes out a little bit sometimes, so forgive me.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely. It happens.
You're a Brooklynite?
Gabe, you didn't know this?
I didn't know this.
You must have been under the
I knew you're
floorboard
from
all
New
the time.
York. I just didn't know you were Brooklynite.
Yeah, it's no, yeah. I was born and raised, man.
Nice.
Brooklyn, East New York. I lived throughout Brooklyn, Bensonhurst, and I lived in Queens and Ridgewood, and
he was 5 minutes from me.
Yeah, I was 5 minutes from Swift.
Nice.
Next town over. But yeah, let's see what we got. Diva, she says.
I'm some of the same people who mess with you. Oh,
Listen, if you mess with Mama Swift or Brooklyn Diva, you got to send them to us because now I'm going to use this again.
Yeah.
We're going to really throw them under the floorboards. That's it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, no.
It might not be nothing left to put on the floorboards. You know, it might not be nothing left.
Yeah, listen. You know, hey, let's horror 365. We celebrate 365 in multiple ways. But
Oh
we're not
yeah.
getting into that. No, but I'll joke aside, everybody's gonna
Right.
get the wrong impression. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, what do they got going on in this operation over there?" No,
a lot.
Well, they don't. You know, we have a lot social media. You know, a lot of actually content. I can't wait because you know it's funny. Just to let everybody know too, these live streams. I've been really enjoying this, enjoying engaging with everybody on a weekly basis. That so much that we were talking about. We're going to be doing different streams. And we're going to have more of the team members involved with some of these streams that are going to be taking place in the future and hopefully the near future. But it's not only going to be here on YouTube. We're going to start dabbling with other platforms such as Twitch. And we're setting up a Discord. We want to grow the community.
Yes,
Again, teamwork makes the dream work. So if you got something that you have going on here, you're doing something positive in the community, we're going to promote all the stuff that you have going on over here. I was saying this where we got. Hell yeah, my man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nicole says, "Hey, Nikki."
Hey, Nicole. How you doing?
They're like roaches. They should.
They're like roaches. Listen,
boy.
not once they get stomped.
20 years
you
ago.
know,
Gabe, yo, that hair, dude.
right under the boot. Holy.
Did you like? Look, you know, did you ask Jim Carrey? Was it like Ace Ventura going on right there?
No. I actually, you know, I gotta get a trim. I don't get cuts anymore. I get trims. But I use something called Potion 9 to tame my hair. Yes, my hair needs taming. It's
the Love Potion number 9? Yeah.
I wish. No, then that means it would have pheromones in it, but I don't use that stuff.
Are you sure? Because all the ladies are on you, Gabe. Come on.
No, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know if I quite believe this guy.
On me or not, don't live close by, unfortunately. So I gotta travel.
Those are all your ex-girlfriends on the wall over there.
I don't what ex. You know.
They're not your.
But they're not my girlfriend. No, they're just friends.
Take a number 9 for Gabe.
Yeah.
What?
With that, you know, you remind me of, and respectfully, dude, you remind me of Balky from Perfect Strangers, dude.
I haven't watched that show in like 25 years.
Then what? Oh yeah,
Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, a long time.
About the TV show.
Yeah, so
Cousin Balky.
Cousin Balky. Oh yeah, man. But it's good as a compliment. Come on, dude.
No, I know. I just don't remember that show too well. I just remember the two guys.
James, what's up? How's it going?
James,
Oswald, we are here another day, another dollar. You know how it goes.
Friday 13th. Caitlin Warner's here.
Big release on there. Hey. James.
We got Kate Warner.
Yes,
Kate Warner's here.
We had a couple.
Salute, Kate.
Nicole. Thank you so much,
Nicole. We got Nicole.
Joining.
Kate
in the building.
Yeah, we got Kate. We got Kate in the building.
Let's go.
The virtual building.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, listen. As long as they're in the building. I appreciate
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
So we got to get to this. Guys, so we're going to go down the line. Gabe, when you're thinking summer horror movies, what is the first movie that comes to your mind?
So it depends because I think it varies per decade for me. It's my first decade on Earth. I'd say Independence Day was my sci-fi creepy horror film as a kid that came out in the summer because it was July 4th season.
Okay.
The next decade, I like what somebody said. Somebody said Club Dread, but that's not what I. That was probably more my late teens, early 20s. That is definitely a summer movie. I'd say probably Screamer. I Know What You Did Last Summer, or more accurately, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Felt more like a summer movie because it took place on an island, and Jack Black in his first real horror role as a wannabe Rastafarian. So that was hard to forget. But I think I Still Know What You Did Last Summer was one of the first summer slasher movies I ever saw that I actually loved it more than the first one. To be brutally honest,
Yeah,
I like movies with twists. The first one didn't really have a twist necessarily. The second one had a twist regarding a second killer, and that's what I liked about it. That it was a play on something that nobody put together prior. But I'd say, now these years we have so many horror movies coming out throughout the year that that in the summer, like there's never just one you could think of. We've got so many movies being made simultaneously.
Yeah.
And so many be released. And now this summer, we have the I Know You Did Last Summer sequel coming out this summer.
Yeah.
So that's going to be nostalgic as well as appropriate.
Yeah, it's coming. It's this summer. The new one's coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Honestly, it feels like summer now. It feels like in New York we went straight from winter to summer. So honestly, it's maybe May. Yeah, and maybe May, but like Final Destination Bloodlines, it already feels like it's coming out in the summer. I mean, I finished college years ago, but when I was in college, my summer started in May because school ended in May for us in college, not June, as opposed to high school and middle school and all that jazz.
Well, listen, when May gets here,
starting May.
So, when May gets here, it's like summer already.
Yeah.
I get that vibe. It's like we go from winter, you get a little bit of spring. It's the same thing like fall time. You get a little bit of fall, and then boom. So summer, winter. Swift, what about you, man? What's the first movie that comes to mind when you think of summer horror?
When I think about summer horror, the movie that comes to mind is Jaws, the first summer blockbuster of all time. And they called it the blockbuster because the line at the box office went around the entire block, the entire square, so that was Jaws, the first summer blockbuster. So that's what I think about. And I think about all of the creature feature movies like that, Piranha 3D, Sharkman.
Piranha 3D, yes.
I love those.
Good one you brought up. Yeah.
The Meg, all of those types of things. Yeah, like I think about those. But Jaws is the king for me. I watch every summer in July when there's Shark Week. I watch Jaws and I watch all of these movies, but it starts off with Jaws. So I think about Jaws. I go to the beach a lot. Yeah, look at that.
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't say this earlier, but Friday the 13th, every single one feels like a summer movie. Every single one.
Well, it is. It's camp. It's camp. You think about. I don't know if anybody here ever went to camp. I never did. I've been to a campground once before, but it's that feel. It's the summer. It's
my ancestors went to camp.
We created camp on the blocks in New York. We had our own little camp.
I went over your head, Jimmy. I said my ancestors went to camp.
Oh, that's not the camp.
I'm sorry.
That is not the camp we're talking about, Gabe.
Let's not go there.
Yeah,
I went to summer camp.
Yes. Well, listen.
Nice.
I just when you go to camp, you want to make it back home, Gabe.
Yes. That was terrible. I know.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is,
brutal.
That was in poor taste in the food I ate. That was in poor taste in the food I ate at camp.
Oh, gee. Well, listen. I know what we're getting with you. I know. Everybody here
you're in for a
YouTube is going to cancel us in 1 week, so we got to be careful. We know it's all out of fun.
Yes, I think that was somebody mentioned in the comments the Raft Creep Show. I think it was Creep Show 2 with the Raft. I watched that before I watched the first one. That Raft episode, amen. I almost forgot about that. That scarred me. I didn't want to go into near a lake for years after that. And like the fact that it was such a close call at the end, that stuck with me for years. I actually never, in addition to not wanting to go to sleepaway camp, I wanted to go even less following that.
Well, I mean, if you see that dark like
Blob.
substance in the water, the blob, I mean,
The blob
you
like
see that all the time in New Jersey. If you look in Jersey water,
yeah.
toxic. You become the fucking toxic Avenger if you jump
Listen,
in a lake in Jersey.
that's why I like to go to Jones Beach.
Yeah,
Jones Beach is an actual
I like
beach.
to go to
It's
Jones
a
Beach.
place people went for concerts.
you don't want to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to. I mean, Coney Island is. You don't want to go. That's if you say I want to go to a beach. Coney Island's not my first option.
Nah, bro.
You might leave there with something more than you bargained for.
Oh yeah, or a lot less, less than you went with.
And please, if you're a tourist going to Coney Island,
if I'm going to Jones Beach, I'm going for a concert. That's what I'm going for. I haven't been there for System of a Down 13 years ago, and that was a hell of a concert. The sky opened up.
That amphitheater that they have is wonderful. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. Listen, it is. It's really nice out there. Jones Beach,
it really
is probably in New York. I want to say it's the nicest beach to go to. I mean, you think of Rockaway,
Jones Beach, and Long Beach.
Long Beach, Long Beach, Jones Beach, because you don't want to go to Orchard Beach. They call it something else.
Long Beach is not close to me. I worked the
Beach.
I worked the Long Beach Film Festival a few years in a row. But Jones Beach, I honestly, until the last 10 years or so, or 13 years, I didn't know it was a actual beach. I thought it was just a place people went to for concerts.
Holy moly.
You didn't know that the whole time?
I honestly thought it was just called Jones Beach, but it was a place that people went to for concerts.
Yeah.
So
us
Polish have our blonde moments too.
Hey, listen, let's get to some of these comments because we got
bro. How do you guys see these comments? I can't see these comments on my screen.
The comments on the right, not the private chat.
Okay,
let's see. Comments, Swift. Now see the comments. Click comments.
Yeah, I don't even
comments.
I don't even have that. Let me see.
I don't even know. Yeah, I would have to see your phone because it might be different from what you have.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I don't even have that option. But it's
all right. On the phone?
So Kate,
I'm on the phone.
The MJ Con question mark.
Kate,
I really want to go. I'm probably not
going
to go till September, but I'm not going to be there.
This is one of those that I plan on. I think this convention. I don't even know. Sometime maybe over the summer, I'm gonna hit a convention, or definitely before the end of the year.
Yeah, Jimmy, you should come to Monster Mania. I'm going to Monster Mania in August, but that's that's my next con is in August.
When is that?
I'm going to go to New Jersey Horror Con in September, not the next one. The one in August is in Cherry Hill, not far from where we filmed.
No, I'm saying which week? I know where. Which weekend is it though?
The middle of, I think 15th to 17th, like that middle, or
something like that.
So that might be doable.
Middle of August. I'd love for you to come.
We have two theater events in August, but it's not that weekend, so that might be doable.
Great, because your cheerleaders, Creepy Betty and Black Dahlia are always there.
Oh yeah. The Horror 365 Final Girls, and actually a lot of the team end up at Monster Mania.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been going since 2006 or 7. Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, Friday. That's July 4th. 4th of July.
July 3rd. Yeah, that's when you need it. You know.
I thought it was June. I thought it was June. Oh, maybe it was July. I thought it was June. Yeah.
Medical supply that you need. You need a medical. July 3rd, everything went down. Yes, another vote for Jaws. I still know what you did last summer. Becca says. Caitlin said Jack Black's character was so cringeworthy. I was happy to see him go.
I have to ask everybody a question. I actually have an honest to God question because there was a movie that came out around the same time as Scary Movie.
Okay.
But it was not it was like Scary Movie, but it was not as popular. But I actually liked it better than the first Scary Movie. And so you drink something for your throat. No, I have Tourette syndrome. It did something to my voice and I lost my voice. I have verbal tics. Thank you, Nicole. I have Tourette syndrome, so it did a number on my throat recently. I have a lot of verbal tics, but thank you. It's a tic. But Shriek If I Know What You Did Last Friday the 13th. I don't know if you guys ever saw it.
I heard of it. I never watched it.
I know what you did last Friday the 13th. And it is I liked it better than the first Scary Movie. No, it's okay, Nicole. Thank you. I appreciate it. But it is Stan Helsing was the trailer showed all the funny parts. But like Shriek If I Know You Did Last Friday the 13th was out of this world. And
I've never seen that.
you have to have grown up in the 90s to fully appreciate it because they're like 90s references, like VH1's pop-up video, but it has
Yeah.
like Dirk
man.
Nasty and Julie Benz plays Sarah Michelle Gellar's character she's Sarah Michelle Gellar's character and also Rose McGowan's character, like because they do the crossover.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The mashup, yeah.
But it's like it was like a lower budget scary movie that was actually really, really
When did it
good.
come out, Gabe?
I'll tell you right now, and it's actually you could get it on Amazon, I think, to rent or to buy. Shriek, it came out in 2000, so it was literally the year after. It was like
Oh, the same year.
Yeah, so technically it's 90 because they probably
same time came out the
filmed it
following
in
year.
99. So
Yeah, it was like Mars Attacks to
Mars Attacks, dude, that was so fun.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I actually met Lisa
Texas
Marie,
Chainsaw
Tim Burton's ex-wife.
Yes,
that was in that. Yeah, she was cool.
Yes, James, 100% the summer horror movie. I'm glad you brought up Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
This movie right here, look at just the scenes at the end, especially this one. Right here, I had some of the summer movies we were talking about. You know, Texas Chainsaw. This one did that Leatherface dance, and man, I gotta say this. You know, on our shout out to Josh Kersey, our horror daddy.
Horror Daddy. 85.
Remember 85 on Instagram. Check him out. His Leatherface is so damn good, man. And we did. If you even check the YouTube channel, you can check this out. We did a couple little skits with Leatherface. One of them, it was a mashup where Sally, obviously got away. It's about the one that got away, and Leatherface is sitting here to the Peebo Bryson song, "If Ever You're in My Arms Again." And I was driving one day, and it just hit me because the song came on, and yes, I still listen to the radio, even though I have Spotify. So I was just listening to a local station, and I'm like, oh, this came on. And for some reason, it just clicked, Leatherface and Sally. So we put this together, and it's just really funny. It's really over the top. Check that out. But his Leatherface to that point was just, I mean, dude, it's absolutely incredible. Yes. Well, 74 and 03 would just be summer movies. Those two are my favorite out of the franchise, 1974 and then 03, Texas Chainsaw.
Jimmy, you know what actually catches me off guard? Even though, I mean, not off guard. Like my buddy, you probably know who he is. My buddy Dan Yeager. You know who he is. He played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw 3D, the direct sequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
When that came out in 2013. Now, it was actually released in January. I met Dan the summer before on the Saw cruise. Now,
oh yeah, I know you.
So like Dan told me about the films and they showed me BTS footage. Like I was so excited, and I liked it, even though a lot of people hated it. But I really liked it. But like it's a summer movie. Not only that, they filmed in such heat that it was like Dan and some of the people who worked on it told me like the heat was unbearable. So you feel the summer vibe, even though it came out in January. So I feel like it would have been cool to release that film in summer. However, it was a full theater. It was a packed theater.
Oh yeah.
Chainsaw 3D was #1 movie in America for a while.
Listen, that summer. On that note, I did also read something with Gunnar Hansen when they were filming Texas Chainsaw 74. That I mean, they were on set for long hours, and it was so hot. And he's in that outfit that he was sweaty and smelly, and it was torture for the other cast members just to work with him.
Yeah.
And I can imagine that's got to be so uncomfortable. I mean, in the heat, in a costume like that, you're sweating. It's like your sweat is sweating. It's dangerous, man. Heat stroke.
Somebody mentioned Tremors, and I'm like, that was the ultimate summer movie. That was straight up desert summer.
Dude, we gotta get to some of these comments here because I want to get everybody in here on the comments real quick. So hold on, guys. And then Swift, we're gonna get to. Hold on 1 second, buddy. Where did we leave off? I'm trying to see. Jaws, I know what you did last summer. Okay, Jack Black, Texas Chainsaw. Rebecca says it's summer. It's always summer in Florida, Beck.
Florida is always summer.
Man.
Always
summer. Florida, not Arizona.
Okay.
Long turn.
I liked the first one. I really enjoyed the first one. I've seen some of the other ones. I saw the remake. Was not a fan of the remake at all.
Like, the remake was completely different.
Yeah.
And I usually like remakes, but the Wrong Turn remake was such a it was
departure. It was such a departure. It was
such a departure. I'd rather the reruns of the same type of stuff than the departure.
Under the Floorboards is The Burning. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
Burning
and again, it's
was
still one of those underrated films, man. You know, when you think about, especially horror summer movies, slashers in general.
Wow.
We got
Angela.
Got a picture.
I gotta tell you, Michael Gross was one of the nicest actors I ever met. Michael Gross, who played what's his name in Tremors, one of the nicest actors in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, Sharknado. How do we forget about the old?
I saw Sharknado. I saw Sharknado at the theater. It came out on a Friday, and the Saturday it premiered on Sci-Fi. The next day it premiered on Sci-Fi, but I saw it in the theater on the Friday.
You might be one of the 4 people that's seen that in the theater, Swift. So
listen, there's a lot of people.
Sharknado 4 had a tribute to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you know this?
No.
So my buddy Dan. So 4, there's 5 of them.
5.
So in the 4th one, Dan Yeager was hired to with alongside Caroline Williams and Dog the Bounty Hunter to fight off sharks with chainsaws. Oh. So you got Leatherface from Part 3D, you got Caroline Williams from Texas Massacre 2, and you got Dog the Bounty Hunter together fighting a Sharknado in Vegas. In Vegas with chainsaws.
They're rolling the dice. Okay.
Yeah. So that was like a whole homage to, like, you have to know Texas Chainsaw if you're gonna get that reference, because it had like actual icons from that movie. Plus the Bounty Hunter fighting the sharks with chainsaws.
That's
The
Shallows.
Sorry.
When you think about
that was deep IQ shit right there.
What a storyline! I tell you, Mike in the building.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
TCM Sleepaway Camp. I knew what you did last summer. Jaws and the Lost Boys. Yes,
absolutely. You know, I got to switch I got to switch the background now because we had this on for a second. This is for Santa Cruz.
Do a roulette. Just go to the next one. Yeah, leave it here.
Jaws. There roulette. We go. We're talking Jaws.
There we go. Back at the beach, baby.
Oh my God, Caitlin's on the spot with summer movies. You're gonna get.
We gotta get to some of these movies here.
Yeah. Some of the movies in the comments are spot on.
Yeah, Matt. Okay.
As long as Sharknado.
Here we go. So much fun.
So much fun. Yeah.
I went to camp every year too.
Oh, nice.
Campground of the state of New York. Okay.
Nice.
Friday 13. Definitely. Badfit Friday 13 part 1 and 2. I mean, all the Friday 13 rounds is like.
Except for
Mad Men was good. I've never seen Mad Men, but I'm told it's like a must see for a horror.
Yeah, Mad Men. Yeah, you got to check that out.
Mad Men Mars.
Yeah,
Friday 13th part 6. You know,
we're always going to go back to Jason Lives.
The only one. Yeah, the only one that has the campus, but it also has Tommy Jarvis with the fur collar, the jacket, the gloves. You could tell it was cold. It's supposed to be summer camp. He's got the fur collar. The police got the fur collars.
Hot shower at the beginning with the lightning, because you can sometimes get those hot showers in summer.
You never know. And you know what? He could be.
You had leaves, bro. Summertime, you got leaves blowing with the wind. It was crazy, bro.
You can maybe get away with the collar because maybe he's anemic. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a little more iron in the system, but yeah, the leaves. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Come on.
Leave it alone.
I love it. Listen, I love it, but we gotta call a spade a spade.
Oh yeah.
Okay, James, the raft. Oh yeah.
Creep Show 2, actually, not Creep Show 1, but the raft was
Creep Show 2. Yeah.
That gave me nightmares. I had nightmares, and I barely had nightmares. I barely had nightmares since I was a kid. Oh God, thanks, Lauren. I've barely had nightmares since I was a kid, and honestly, that was one of the last horror films to give me nightmares.
That one, the raft, right?
Let's hear it, Nicole.
Let's hear.
Be careful of the sand. I was at the beach all the time. Oh yeah, see, that's a Florida boy right there. Shout out to the best in the business.
What's going on?
Man of renown. What up?
Wait a minute. Killer Bee's in the building.
We got Killer B in the house.
There we go. And you know,
Killer B
somewhere in here, man.
What's up, B? How you doing?
Stop it. Does anyone remember?
Does anyone
yeah, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Into the dark.
They had a horror
I actually have a
episode about
question
camp.
for everybody, and the people in the audience can answer in the comments. Can answer this too, and this is a great question.
The Tale of the
I'm going to answer
Manor.
mine after because, like, what is the scariest episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that you can remember? Now, for me, it was the one with the ghost kid in the cold when the ghost kid's like, "I'm cold." And what did I watch it on? I rented it from Blockbuster. It was a double tape with Ren and Stimpy. I don't know why the two were on the same tape, but this episode, there were some stupid episodes already through the dark, but the one where the kid says "I'm cold" and like you see the kid, like that was not for kids. That was terrifying. That was freaking terrifying. That would give people nightmares for years.
Oh yeah.
No, seriously, some of those episodes are actually.
But do you remember any of your favorite episodes? The ones that you scared?
I'm trying to think. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I mean, it's been so long. Yeah, exactly, Becca. That was on Nickelodeon. I used to watch. It was Are You Afraid of the Dark? I still watch.
And then Goosebumps.
Yes, Goosebumps. When at times, and then even, of course, Tales from the Crypt. Night.
Tales from the Crypt was on regular like channel 7 and on like Friday night before the Sabbath, and I would watch it. And my grandmother says, "Oh, it's not appropriate for these kids." Because it was they like showed like R-rated stuff before before the MPAA or wherever the FCC would like regulate a lot of the stuff they showed on not even basic cable, like regular first 13 channels. They showed us on the Crypt on channel like 7 at night, and it was like graphic.
I remember.
Yeah, man, it was wild. Yeah.
This was the 90s. This was the 90s. Airplane was PG in the 80s, and that had nudity in it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Summerween, Katie, absolutely. The Friday 13th Sleepaway Camp. Let's get the
Summerween movies. Yeah, definitely.
Erie, Indiana. Somebody just mentioned that was amazing.
I never watched it.
Loved Erie, Indiana. That was on Prime for a while.
That was like one season. I had the bootleg of Shrieker.
That's what I mentioned. Shrieker, that's Friday the 13th. Yeah.
That's another thing I miss about the 90s. The bootlegs that used to get, man.
Oh, God. And I remember you told me, but they fund Al Qaeda. Don't buy from them. I think they just didn't want you to buy from them.
I don't know. I didn't know any Asian that funded Al Qaeda. I mean, like,
exactly. People just claim that to get you not to buy from them.
That's what it was. I mean, listen, and he hooked me up. Usually $5 a pop.
Oh yeah,
he gave me 3 for $12. I
haven't bought a bootleg since 2018. I stopped doing it because, like, especially since I worked in the industry, I realized it's not a productive or honest thing, especially for somebody who works in the industry.
Nicole, The Ruins. Yeah, it's a good one too.
The Ruins, yes.
Like Cabin Fever for the Aztecs. Aztec wreckage. That was like Cabin Fever for Aztec wreckage.
I own that movie, The Ruins.
Gargoyles to me.
Gargoyles to me. Okay.
Gargoyles. Okay.
But I think gargoyles and horror movies. I think Tales from the Dark Side.
Tales from the Dark Side.
Tales from the Dark Side was good.
The last one, the movie, right?
The movie, the one with that last later as a kid
with the cat. You had the story with the cat.
Gargoyle, when the woman says, "I told you not to tell anybody," and she turns into the gargoyle.
That was the last story they had in it. Tremors, absolutely. Yeah.
Tremors was a classic. That was a classic. That is a classic summer horror movie.
Yep. Oh, Brooklyn Diva with Blood Beach. I'm glad
Blood Beach.
Brooklyn Diva in here. It's where we at right here. Blood Beach. Boom. There it is.
There you go.
Just when it's safe to go back in the water, you can't get across the beach. Oh,
life's the beach.
Then
you marry them,
that face is funny. Oh man. Yeah. So definitely, I was figuring somebody. I was hoping somebody mentioned Blood Beach, and I knew Brooklyn Diva was going to come through with that one. Tremors is hard for me to watch. I can't look at Kevin Bacon.
After Sleepers. Oh man, Sleepers, bro. Yo, listen. Sleepers was that movie was something else. That is a horror movie.
Man, I love you too.
I just started.
Love you too.
I just started Kevin Bacon's new show, which is amazing. I need to continue it.
The Bondsman. Yeah, The Bondsman.
I started the first episode. I'm like, I'm hooked, but I got to continue it because I have to catch up on Wednesday before the new.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
He does a great job. He's good. He's an underrated actor. Truly underrated. Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Underrated.
Yeah, I think my favorite role for Kevin, horror wise, is Stir of Echoes, man.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I love that
Great
movie.
movie.
Yeah, man. It was he did.
Watched it
There was some
years ago.
funny moments too in there. But I just think about him digging, and then all the fucking orange juice. He was just a man possessed trying to find out what was going on, man. But yeah, that was a good movie. Hell of a good movie. Let's see what we got here because we got some more. I want to get caught up on the comments, and then we're gonna get into some of the other movies as well that we have listed over here.
Yeah, let's see the comments, baby.
Fast forward, Swift. We got to show you some of these. So Jurassic Park. The T-Rex bust into the yeah.
Listen,
man.
Let me tell you. I don't remember who I was talking to, but someone or who I was listening to, they were like, "Listen, I always say Jurassic Park is a horror movie, you know."
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were like, if you change the score for that film, you change the music up, it's gonna be a hardcore horror film.
Oh, I had nightmares about the Velociraptors when I was a kid.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. That bro, that's horror. In the kitchen, that's horror.
Yeah. Yes.
The T-Rex, the scene of the T-Rex in the rain.
Oh,
Where he looks through the car at the kids.
The goggles.
That's hard. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good point, Swift.
Hardcore horror movie. You just change. Yeah, you change the score up, and it's a full-on horror movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. I agree with
You
you.
could also change hand placement. You could also change hand placement, and it's a love story or erotic movie. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's like if you look at the Rocky poster with Rocky and Mr. T, if you put a hand on one of the hands on the other one's face, it's a love story.
I don't know what you be doing at nighttime, Dave.
No, I don't use Photoshop for that. Let's change the music to 8 Mile. It becomes a Capital One commercial.
This guy be in a Rocky 3 mode. Oh, hey, woman. Hey, woman. You know, he said,
hey, woman.
Real, man.
Hey, woman.
Yo, man, Mr. T was, he was hardcore. Mr. T was hardcore. And he is. You got to give,
listen, I think it was Killer B. Killer B sent me something the other day. For Mother's Day. It was Mr. T with some shit I never saw in my life. Mr. T singing a Mother's Day song for his mother.
Yo,
he spelled out.
You got on Cameo, right? He got on Cameo?
He spelled out. No, this was when he was younger. You know, he's there with kids and stuff like that. No, with 3 women. And he spells out mother, M, and everything he sang. You know, M is for the money that my mother didn't have, but she still gave me a good life or whatever it was, right? He went through each letter, and it was hilarious, and it sounded like a Rick James type feel. You know, it was fun. It was fun.
You know, you can still get Mr. T to do that on Cameo. You can get Mr. T to do videos.
Yo, I got
and you will get your money's worth because
he's awesome.
He will not stop talking. Yeah.
Do you know what Mr. T says when he's cleaning his pool? I pity the pool.
I pity the pool. Yeah.
I pity the pool.
Okay, here the Shallows. Anaconda, Caitlin.
Anaconda, yes.
Anaconda.
I always forget about that.
That was one of the movies I thought of in the summer. That was a very
97, right? Late
the creature features, bro. The creature features, man. You can't sleep on
Cartman's Hand, right? That was the movie with Cartman's Hand. You know, Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did anybody else get that reference?
Yeah.
Well, it was also
Ice Cube.
It was also the movie that we had. This is the closest thing to a smile we ever have from Ice Cube, and it's the closest thing to him smiling ever.
You know, I once met his kids, Crushed Ice. He doesn't name them; they're all just called Crushed Ice as a group.
Go wow, Crushed Ice.
Oh my god!
Shit.
I met the one kid, Melted. I don't know, but anyway, this guy was pretty bad. Yeah, Crushed Ice. Let's go down. What we got here? Some of the comments. I want to get to the stars.
Let's see what else we got.
The community. I'm trying to see where I left off. Okay, Anaconda, Jurassic Park, Lost Boys. Matt said Lost Boys is the best. I love Lost Boys, man. And as a matter of fact, I was thinking about throwing that even on right here. Boom.
Nice shot.
I love that right there.
Yeah.
The only one I ever met of the 4 of them was Alex Winter, and he's really cool. I loved him in Bill and Ted.
How is Al? I never met Alex, but
he's you know what? He's I mean, I got him when he was in the middle of a conversation on his phone, like texting, but he was really cool. He was really cool. I've seen him at other events. I've seen him at Monster Mania. I met him. I've seen him at other events. He seems like a really cool guy. I heard Kiefer Sutherland's pretty cool too. He actually gave my friend a free autograph, and he seems like he seems like a pretty cool guy. I used to hear that Kiefer Sutherland could be a little standoffish, but I hear he's really cool. I hear he's pretty short. What I hear, but and he felt kind of bad because they had a hey, how you doing, Lauren?
Lauren's on there. What's going on, my man, Lauren?
By the way, I owe it to Lauren to introduce me to people like Jimmy because Lauren really bridges a lot of people in the industry. So Lauren's a good guy.
Lauren, by the way, for those that don't, Average Superstar TV, Lauren is a grinder. He is out there. He's putting in the work.
His ass off.
And he's I don't understand why the man hasn't, gotten, in my opinion, a deal somewhere. I mean, some of his scripts and the work that he puts in is unparalleled for some of the people out here. So he's a hard worker.
He's a grinder. He doesn't go on Grindr. So don't please.
Oh God, no. But yeah, check out Average Superstar TV. And Lauren, I always appreciated the fact that you thought of me for the Dark Military too. And even though I got burned alive in that, listen, I enjoyed it. Had a great time. Everybody was very professional on set. That's where I met this maniac over here, Gabe. And it was that
was a fun shoot those 3 days.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a lot of fun. And because of that, I worked on another film with Jimmy, and I actually got to get tickets. We're going to the premiere of it at the end of this month.
Yeah. Are we all going to? And you talk about New York, right?
Harlem. We got to get I got to get my ticket because I want to go. I want to go to the premiere. I just got to look at the right day. I might reach out to Ken because I know he texted me on Facebook or Instagram that we're doing a specific day. So I got to make sure I'm buying ticket for that day. I don't want to buy for the whole film festival just for the day for our screening, our premiere.
Yes, and you know what? So Ken, so that's all the thing too. The end of the month, Ken Sagos, we're gonna have the Socrates screening in Harlem. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, we can get a lot of people out there just to show them some support.
Yeah, the AMC over there, Magic Johnson. Yes. Could you go back to the comment? I want to see what Amelia said.
I'm going right back to Amelia. Right? Has anybody mentioned Midsummer? I feel like that's. Yeah.
I despise that movie, and I almost never despise movies. Yeah. I even the movies I don't like, I'll think, oh, great writing, great cinematography.
I know. Why would we despise it?
But it just felt more like a. How do I say this? I despise the story.
Yeah.
It set up a sympathetic character just to have her boyfriend and his friends butchered. And I understand that the boyfriend was not a good guy, but no, all those other kids did not deserve to it's almost like this cult it's supposed to be justified. It was a boyfriend that cheats on her and I don't mind cult movie, meaning movies about cults. But this just felt so unnecessarily depressing. It was like an art movie masked as a horror movie, masked as a political statement, masked as a flawed love story. It didn't feel like, outside of the way it was able to show terror in the light of day. Outside of that element, I was not a fan.
So see, but the thing is this with me.
Great. Don't get me the visuals.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful film.
Like the story.
But when you talk about folk horror movies, there's not really too much, hope. These are like dreadful films. All these folk horror movies they pretty much have that tone. Like folk horror is a different type thing. It's not really anything. There's no feel good anything in these folk horror movies. You know what I mean? So I took it as that.
Right. It seems less like a folk horror movie and more like a. I don't know. It just didn't seem enough folk. Visually it was folk. Story-wise, it wasn't folk.
Well, I mean, we gotta keep moving. The Camera X. Yes, Camera X. Promote that over there. Lauren, Last House on the Left.
The Last House on the Left. Killer B.
Last House on the Left for sure, man. I mean, I think about, man, what's the other one too that reminds me of The Cabin in the Woods? Cabin in the Woods, another
Cabin
one.
in the Woods. Yeah.
Another horror summer movie.
Love that movie.
What do we got here?
I wish I didn't hate shark movies so much.
Oh man. Fifth film announcement. Keep us posted, Lauren. Still gay madness.
Thank you, Lauren. Enough.
One with the
we love you anyway.
Okay.
I never saw it. Mine was the pool monster.
From Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Okay.
I was so scared of Are You Afraid of the Dark that I blacked out a lot of.
Really?
Oh. That's why Nemo was hiding because of that. Yeah.
It had some very scary episodes. There were some stupid ones, but there were some really scary ones.
Are You Afraid of
the Dark?
I mean, I didn't think it was that scary. Maybe.
There were select few that really were nightmare fuel. Yeah.
Lake Erie.
Okay. Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark in Erie, Indiana? Yeah.
Indiana.
I never watched Erie, Indiana. I remember it used to come on, but I know what. Fear Street. Yes.
Yeah. You got that.
R.L. Stein came to my elementary school in Harlem to sign some books. That's sick.
Wow.
That's awesome. Wow.
Meet that guy.
Anyone mentioned
the Final Girls. Killer B always coming through here.
I love Final Girls.
For sure, Cap. All three of those right there.
I cried at Final Girls. That was a sad movie too. It was like a tragedy that led to horror, but it was a really well done parody of slasher films while also staying true. It's like it was almost like a self-aware slasher film.
Yeah. It was really good too. Surprisingly, you know, the Fear Street movies are amazing.
There's a new one coming out. There's a new Fear Street coming out.
Prom Queen. I like the first three. I like the first three a lot. They were gorier than I expected for movies with a lot of kids in them. For teen
horror, American Gothic, the series was good. I never watched it. I remember it, but I never watched it.
I know people who were in it. I still have to check down American Gothic.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that yet, but you know, it's also on my list of 1,000 things I have to watch. Man, I'll tell you, but I'm getting to them. I'm getting all the misses there.
JC, my favorite episode for the Dark. Season 3, episode 10.
You know Are You Afraid of the Dark, Jessica? You know your episodes. Wow. I don't even remember like which episode which season of which episode of which season I knew.
That's I don't know how she remembers that. That's the Mrs. That's Mrs. Jimmy J. I don't know how she knows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, over there. So she puts up with this maniac right here. This man.
I think we met once before, at least via the phone call when you had me in the car.
Maybe
she was on the phone.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Kevin
Bacon is amazing. Let me ask you guys something. Blood Beach. I remember. Hey, Mama Swift. Listen, speaking of Kevin Bacon, have any of you guys ever seen his show called The Following? It has 3 seasons. Any of you guys ever watch it?
No,
I watched the first episode and loved it, and I just couldn't get into it after that. But the first episode set up for something amazing, and everybody told me it went downhill after the first episode. But the first episode was TV gold. That final scene was. It could have been so, and I wish I held on to it. I mean, I kept going with it, but I just couldn't get into it after the first episode. Pure gold.
Okay, cool.
Yo, Swift, what is it about that series with Kev?
It's something with serial killers where all the serial killers.
Cult of serial killers.
Yeah, they're in a cult and they're following this one. You know, following from what I think. They're following under one entity or whatever, you know. Okay. I never watched it. I just read a little bit about it, and I was doing it recently after Killer B was. He brought up a comparison and contrast between Kevin Bacon's horror resume and Ethan Hawke's. So I started looking him up. I said, "Oh shit, he had The Following." You know, it sounded pretty interesting, you know.
He has quite a few films that
he was in a movie with Amanda Seyfried that came out a few years ago, a horror movie. It was his return to horror for the first time in years. It's called You Should Have Left. I never watched it.
You Should Have Left, yeah.
It was scary but predictable, but I still have to see it. I didn't watch it yet, but I heard it was okay. I heard good things. I haven't
seen it, but I'm leaving this comment up there right there. Stir of Echoes, underrated. Damn it, 100%.
Amelia Sepulveda coming with the heat.
We got Stir of Echoes, one of his best, Matt says. Oh, we got my main man Tony.
Hey, Tony.
The Hills
Maximum Overdrive.
Porn,
Children of the
yes.
Corn. Hills Have Eyes. Yes. Video dead.
Good job,
Yep.
Tony. Welcome to the madness, my man. Lady Terror Stillbeckles was amazing.
Yeah,
Really? I didn't know that.
That's wild.
Oh shit. A real murder.
Murder. I mean, yeah, that whole story was the movie too, man. It was just well done.
I gotta rewatch it. I need to rewatch that film. I haven't watched it over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah. We posted the video store. My siblings and I wanted to rent, and we finally did. Wait, what did you want to rent? Bat fan.
You post at the video. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Here we go. Matt Stillbeckles got me through college.
Got me through college.
All right.
You played in the background when you studied for your finals and midterms?
John Carpenter. Vampires.
That's
Vampires,
yeah.
Tony I'm telling you, man. Now that Tony was dropping, he's dropping gems.
Tony, I gotta start calling Tony Kryptonite, man, because he's definitely
Nemo's on the train
some
again.
damage.
He's on a midnight.
ERB.
Let's see. What do we got? Nicole. Oh, Nicole's at it. Nicole, you probably already left because this was earlier.
Have a good night, Nicole.
Yeah, take it easy, Nicole.
And buy some. Oh, wow. Come on, Matt. Matt, what are you doing out there?
Have fun.
Have fun with that. Oh, geez. That sounds like a very intimate night. So, if the miss is still on, what? Hey, listen, you can clip my big toenails tonight if you want.
You want
to see this? It's a real horror show. I'll show you. I can't get on the plane with me.
As a Jewish kid, I'll say the horror. The horror. Everybody dance the horror.
Dude, listen. Yo, the big toenail, and this is exclusive. Everybody's getting right here. And this is Horror 365, so we can talk about this. Jimmy J's big toenails. I got to increase the shoe size on my left foot. This thing broke 3 clippers already. I can't get on a plane. I get on a plane, they get a sword in my shoe. It's wild. We got the hedge clippers. We're doing it tonight. Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. There you go. There's a will, there's a way.
Empress Lonnie, what's going on?
Empress Lonnie, how are you?
Hey,
welcome.
There's a will. There's a lot of greedy family members looking to take in some dough.
Oh, you ain't kidding. You are not kidding.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Anaconda. Okay.
Sorry, my Anaconda don't.
NBC
for Godiva. I love the NBC miniseries.
Wait, is that the one about the giant squid? If you could confirm, because I love that miniseries. If it was the one about the giant squid, that was a great miniseries. I would rewatch.
Never watched it.
It was on TV. I watch on TV.
Nice.
Lost Boys, of course. They are Lost Boys. Were great. Great to meet. That's awesome.
Kate, thank you so much for gracing us.
Video.
I saw the Mr. T video. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
You know, Mr. T keeps a pillow under his gun.
Oh, boy.
I have a book of Chuck Norris jokes and Mr. T jokes.
Oh my God, Chuck Norris, man.
You know, he died. He died yesterday, but today he's feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, there's a lot of Chuck Norris. Like he shaved, dry shave. Yo, but the funny thing is, I do the same thing. I dry shave the neck. They're like, how do you do that? I said, I don't know. It's just, it's better than using the cream. I don't know. It's just more.
Yeah, you're an animal, bro.
Listen, you know, it's like old school.
Yeah.
Wow, but let's see what we get here.
That's crazy. Tony, damn.
Tony, I have Tourette's syndrome. It's a coughing sick. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tony, I am lying, but aren't we all?
I got to make this announcement. Okay. Gabe is fine. He's not choking. He's not dying. He has Tourette's. This is a tick that he has with a cough. We're good. He's good. Everybody's really concerned.
Your concern. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. And Gabe is dope, man. Thanks for coming out, Gabe. Appreciate you, bro.
Time, man. Just you're you know what? Anytime I've been in the same room with you, Gabe, and it's just been. You light up the whole room, man. You make it more entertaining, more fun.
It really does.
Your puns, the pun is sure. You are the man, the king of the puns.
The pun is sure.
More than a werewolf during a full moon. So,
what was that?
I try to come out more than a werewolf during a full moon.
Oh, okay.
Little Horror 365 humor right there.
Yeah, man. And so what we got? Let's see. You're the man, Gabe. I appreciate it, man. Jumping on here, going doing these. Let's see. I know I'm getting crazy with these comments. That's what it is.
No, let's get it. Let's get it, bro. Let's get these
I can
comments.
never bring myself to see Aqua Slash. I can't bring myself to see it.
Okay, it's on Tubi. It's just fun, surprisingly great cinematography.
Awesome.
Okay.
You heard it here. Aqua.
Seems like it.
What is it? Aqua Slash.
It's sort of like a slasher / Final Destination for theme park for a water park.
I got a really Final and you
water
know
park.
Okay, well now imagine.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's gonna be wild for.
It's like the slides and stuff are booby trapped with blades, and there's a lot of body parts and severed limbs and people dying in it. So
yeah,
the following was amazing. Oh, Killer B. Okay, I remember the following was good. Okay, Lady Terror. Truth or Dare with Tyler Posey. Okay. Blood Beach.
Yep.
Listen, we got a lot of. Okay, that was the Blood Beach. They had some posters.
Surprisingly good movie. I like Oscar. That was the one with Halle Berry and Robert Downey Jr.
Blood Beach. Yeah, man. Listen, there's a lot. Joyride.
Joyride. Yeah, Joyride. Yeah, Joyride. Underrated.
You know they made 3 sequels to that?
Yep. Yeah.
Man.
Rusty Nail.
Out of here.
I'm sorry.
I gotta get the kids.
Oh, thank you so much for coming in.
You gotta just read this comment out loud. I'm sorry, Swift babe. I gotta get the kids to bed, but it was such a blast. Mwah. Thanks, guys. Yo, Beck. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for the support. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for your input. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I love all the input, guys. It really gets the combo rolling and gets us into it even more.
Amelia Sepulveda.
Okay.
Secret Window was always a summer watch for me. Secret Window, yeah.
Yo, bringing back some memories too, man.
Yeah, they coming with it. They coming with it tonight.
Fire. The hot fire, Morning Dylon.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody got that reference.
Hot fire. Killer. I gotta check out, fellas. Oh man, but I'll leave you with my last two. Summer 84. Yep.
Wait. I think he's saying that. No, you last
the
summer
show
on Prime Video.
Yeah, they got the series.
I'm curious.
I know they had the series. I didn't see that yet, but yo,
Killer B, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, Summer 84.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for dropping that. I think we're caught up, guys. I think we're caught up with some of the comments. I love it. I love it because it just gets everybody involved. And I got to remind me, of certain films, like in this case, of certain films that I just totally forgot about. And now I got to go watch some of them. But
hell yeah.
Swift Gabe. Let's see what we got here, guys. What did we miss? Because I think we might have touched on. I think everybody touched on pretty much everything that had.
Well, Tony mentioned a couple more. Well, one of them was, but Tony mentioned something regarding in the comments, something regarding Joyride and another movie, which I think we briefly mentioned earlier.
Meg, Jason Statham.
Yeah. All of those sea creature movies, man. I love them.
I'll admit, The Shallows was one of my favorite shark movies, and I think the one with Blake Lively.
Yes, that was good.
I thought it was visually stunning. Like, it was a beautifully done movie, and her character was not just likable, but smart. Like, she used her medical expertise and her skill and timing to outrun the shark or try to outrun the shark. And it was not your typical shark movie, and. It was different. You see it from the perspective of her perspective, but you're also getting her like family's backstory, and you're feeling for her at the same time as she's trying to survive the shark. It's just an interesting narrative. It was a very good narrative. You know what we're forgetting? If you haven't seen it, check it out. The Shallows.
We're forgetting Evil Dead.
Evil Dead was a summer movie. That makes sense. Cabin in the Woods. Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods. Right? You gotta count that. I think. The horror heads can agree that Evil Dead can be considered a summer movie.
I'm actually thinking of one, and I'm going to see if it was released in the summer. But this was one of my favorite vampire movies ever, and it was released. When was it released? It doesn't. In May, on my birthday, actually. The Night Flyer, I think, was one of the most original vampire Stephen King stories. Well, not just Stephen King stories, but one of the most original vampire films ever made was The Night Flyer.
Night
The
Flyer.
Night
That
Flyer.
was
I
weird. That
remember
was
hearing
weird.
about
It was
that.
about a vampire that flew planes, and that's how. And his plane would like be blacked out, so he would. That's how he would travel and fly at night. But like, it turned out that I do. If you don't want me to ruin it for you, who the vampire is, but it ties into Dracula's story. So if you've never seen the Night Flyer, check it out. Great cast, great story, very dark, very well done.
Yeah.
Night Flyer. See, this is why these conversations are amazing, because we get so many recommendations
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
things that we've
Deep
never
Blue Sea,
seen.
I think, came out similar time to Lake Placid, and I like Lake Placid more, but I like Deep Blue Sea.
Deep
Brooklyn
Blue Sea,
Diva.
yeah.
Oh wait,
Lake Placid was a
Aristas
movie.
came out in 06. I never seen that, Killer B.
I remember
Aristas,
it,
yeah,
it was like Hostel for
Yeah, it was like
island.
Hostel,
There's
yeah.
another
Like
one
people
actually.
go on the island.
Could be another one.
Yeah.
Alligator. Yes, Alligator. That's what it was.
Alligator.
Wait,
Alligator.
hold on, wait. Is that no. What was the movie? It was with Robert Englund too. Was it?
Alligator?
No, not Alligator. It was a movie with Rob. I can't think of the name. It's before he was Kruger.
The Mangler? The Mangler?
Oh, somebody got to get it. I don't know. Eventually, it's going to come to me here. Let me see. What,
Jeepers.
Yeah,
I
Jeepers
love
Creepers.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
Jeepers Creepers.
I
Yeah.
guess prom night, prom
Prom
night.
night, yeah. It's the start of the summer.
Jamie Lee in that movie, man. That is classic. That is one of the most iconic horror films from the 80s.
Lake Eden. Lake Eden, okay.
Another good
Yeah.
one.
Tony's onto something. Yeah,
Tony,
Death
Death
Proof
Proof.
and
Death
Planet
Proof.
Terror were great.
We got to get Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, you got to come on the show, man. We got to get you as a guest one time. We got to get Tony on here. We got to get, from time to time, throw a random horror head on the show just to chat, because what we're doing here, even at the end of the month, like once a month, I said I want to have a conversation with everybody, just a free for all. So whatever you guys want to talk about.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing
Town hall. It's a town hall, baby.
a horror meeting. Hell yeah, man! It's a horror
Town hall
headquarter meeting here. But Ned, you think about summer. I want to get to this. I want to get back to Jaws right here. Okay. Now tell me what's more badass about that.
Look at
My man got a cigarette in his mouth. He's like, yeah, F this shark. I don't care. That's like gotta be like a 70s jail pose, man. My man,
That was like the cool man that look at explosions for shark attacks.
he got a cigarette in his mouth. Like, hey, this shark ain't doing that. You know,
Yeah.
that's that guy. He thorough. Roy
Thoroughbred.
Schneider.
Roy Scheider.
Right.
Yep,
Not
Roy
Rob.
Scheider.
Not Rob. Guys keep saying it. Roy Schneider. Jesus.
Do you know that was an improvised line that was actually not part of the not in the script? We're gonna need a bigger boat. It was something they were throwing around on set, and Roy Scheider said it after when he backed up and said we're gonna need a bigger boat, and then they kept it in there.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was okay. Oh man. That's it. Hold on. Toby Hooper. Masterpiece Crocodile. Yes. Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Is that the one with Robert
Okay.
Englund?
I think that has to be the one. Wait, what was the one? I know Crocodile. Wait a minute. I'm getting confused with some of these films here. You guys are going to kill me. I'm telling you. But it was a movie. No, that wasn't even it either. But I'll look it up in a second. Either way, Crocodile, 100% Alligator.
Crocodile.
You guys are dropping some gems here. The Hills Run Red. Yes.
The Hills Run Red.
No,
Oh, you see, this movie here, The Hills Run Red, was produced by the guy I was telling you about, Robert Meyer Burnett. The guy I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah.
He produced that film, The Hills Run Red. He produced it. He was the producer.
Yeah, no, that was a damn good movie. Underrated as hell. Hills Run Red.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like 07 that might have came out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like 07, 09, around there. Yeah.
Another great
with
movie.
the baby face mask. Was that with the baby face mask? Or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was scary. That was good. That was good.
And you had what's his name in there? Man, I know his name. I can't think of his name, man. Shucks. He was also in Demon Knight. He was also in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight.
Oh, Zane. Billy Zane.
No, not Billy Zane.
Sadler. William Sadler.
William Sadler. There you go. Thank you, Bill Sadler. Yep.
This is something that I was about to say. Zane was in it.
Crocodile is greater than Jaws. Oh, come on.
Nah, this cannot be. This can't.
Or Crocs are greater than sharks, because you know.
I mean, I'm hoping that.
You know, he don't like the sharks, but we know that.
If you're from Florida, I can understand why you're saying gators are better than sharks, but I hope you're not saying, Crocodile Alligator is better than Jaws. I mean, Jaws was the film that made everybody afraid to go in the water at the beach.
Yes.
They messed it up.
It
was terrifying when that girl got eaten alive. I mean, it was. Oh man, that movie traumatized so many people.
Jimmy, were you talking about Phantom of the Opera, Dead and Buried, Galaxy of Terror? Is one of those the ones you're thinking of?
No.
Those are the only other '80s horror films that he did.
I think this was late '70s.
Late '70s.
That's why I'm Eaten Alive.
Mind Over Murder.
Eaten Alive. Was it Eaten Alive?
Mind Over Murder.
No, it's not it. It was Toby Hooper too. So
Dead and Buried.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Dead and Buried. Robert Englund before he was Kruger.
Yeah,
I've seen this film. I seen it like a month ago. I just can't think of the damn name. Again for the second time, and I can't think of the name.
Eaten Alive. That was
Eaten
it.
Alive. Thank you. That's what it was.
Alligator. That's it.
That's it. Eaten Alive. Robert Englund. Underrated.
It's Eaten Alive.
That's a 76. There it is.
Awesome.
76.
Here, let me. Tobe Hooper. Yeah.
You made Jaws. Oh man. Okay.
I see.
I get it.
See,
I'm not gonna knock you. I just gotta know why.
I can understand you hate Jaws 3D, Jaws the Revenge.
Oh boy.
Could I ask him the question? Have you ever watched Jaws when they do it on the lake? Like when you go out in a river, like they put like the donuts on the water, and then you watch Jaws in the water on a drive-in screen type of like projection. That's the way to watch Jaws.
Oh yeah. I mean that would be sick. And
I never.
Go ahead, Swift.
No. Go ahead.
Especially if they had like a shark in the water to scare everybody, like during the film. And just have it pop out like it's a real shark, like a mechanic. If they can afford to get something like that, oh, forget about it. People.
I went on the ride in Universal Studios when I was like 10. The Jaws ride, and when I was 10.
Never made it.
It was you actually feel the heat when that thing explodes.
Yeah.
You feel the heat when the shark blows up the.
That's wild. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to Universal. I've only been on a plane twice, and I was terrified. This was 2006 to go down to Universal for vacation with my cousin that had passed a couple years after that. But we went down there, and oh man, it was great. I went on everything down there. Aerosmith they had the Hulk ride. It was, but I got to tell you, it was hotter than hell. It was in June. I was dying. I had to get smashed to get on the plane. Because I don't get on the plane. So I had about, I go hard. So, I had some wine coolers. But it was.
You were living dangerously.
I wasn't 21 yet in 2006.
No, honestly, you know what I had? And I'm not proud of this. I had an old D to get on the plane.
Gosh.
I was saying
you stopped at the freaking bodega on your way.
Yep, that's what I did. And I got an old D and a Colt 45. And I was hammered. I couldn't get on the plane.
What was that other drink that everybody loved? Not Colt 45. It was
St. Ides.
Four Loko. Remember Four Loko was big?
Those things, I hate those more. Oh my God. It was the worst decision of my life to ever have anything like that. It really was because if you're going to have, I don't drink like that anymore. But when I do, I'm going to have something quality. Like if I'm going to have a glass of wine with a meal, or I'm going to have maybe, I'm going to beer, get maybe an IPA or get. I'm not drinking St. Ides. Those are kidney killers, man. And then the same thing with the OD, man. That was the worst decision. That was a horrible. I mean, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep much the night before. I know I'm telling you that's a summer story. That's a summer story. It's in June going down to Universal.
It's a summer horror story.
All right, I'll tell you, that was a monster. Okay, you're my man, Bat Fan.
Bat Fan. All right.
Leave you with the crazy.
Thanks for coming on.
What do we got?
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming. Keep it up too.
So
keep up the good work. You're doing great work yourself. Keep it up. Everybody follow Monsterized Bat Fan on YouTube.
Yo, Death Warm. Okay, I'm sorry, Swift. Dead Alive. Oh my God, that movie was wild. Dead Alive.
Yeah.
Love that zombie movie. That was one of the best zombie movies.
That was absolutely insane.
Bonkers, absolutely bonkers.
It was like a.
Also follow Bat Fan on Facebook and IG.
Yeah, that's with Bad fan, appreciate you, my man. Thank you for joining the stream this week. We got a couple of people chiming off over here. Lady Tara, she remembers the Jaws ride at Universal. It was a great ride. I wish
awesome. I never made it.
See that they don't have it, up there anymore. Massimo Vetrano, Swift. What's up, dude?
Yo. Oh, Howard Junkie. What's up, bro? Another New Yorker over here. What's up, bro? How you doing? Thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate you.
I'm walking.
Great to see you.
He might be. I get an Italian vibe from that name. Could be Latin in general.
Massimo.
What makes you think that?
It could be. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Okay, manito.
Definitely.
We're like United Nations over here. We got everybody. I love everybody.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good to see Junkie out here. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
I'll see you guys. What we got? I can appreciate what it did for cinema. It's objectively too long. This is the Jaws take, by the way, for Under
Everyone in the town is an idiot. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
a lot of scenes stagnating. And also about privilege. You didn't tell us there were. Yeah. But listen, that's humanity, man. That's society, man. Everybody's entitled, and you got to tell everybody to have common sense. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, common sense is not so common.
There you go.
What was that, Gabe?
There's nothing common about it.
Yeah, it's true. But you're right. It's the sense, like you said, privilege, entitlement. I mean, this is society nowadays, unfortunately. And it was even back then. Now, hasn't really changed with people. Let's see what we got. Okay, no, he said this. Munchies, another one.
Tony. Munchies.
Oh, yeah. Go. Yeah.
Tony, salud.
Now you know.
Wow, awesome, man. Thank you for blessing us, man, with the presents, bro. I miss you, man. We gotta link up again.
I appreciate it. By the way, jumping in here, Horror Junkie. Yeah, listen, guys, everybody.
Italian.
Amazing. Paisan, there he is.
Yeah.
That's it. No, anyway, I know a little bit of everything. Yeah. Listen, it's United Nations. Gabe, I know we can say you.
Si sente bene.
Oy vey. Gabe is here.
If you have nothing nice to say it in Yiddish.
Get it?
By the way, Tony mentions a movie in the comments that I actually enjoyed, but it wasn't one. It was not even close to one of M. Night Shyamalan's better movies. It's called. I'll let me bring it up. It's called Old. It's Tony mentioned.
Oh yeah, Old.
Now I liked it. It was more of a conspiracy movie than it was a M. Night Shyamalan movie. It was more like a pharmaceutical conspiracy movie.
Okay. So it was like a social commentary a little bit.
Not necessarily. It was a horror movie because there were some elements of it that were sort of like supernatural-esque or really far-fetched that you would never think any company on Earth could like impact a human body this way. It seems more like you could like cure cancer more easily than you could do the stuff they did in Old. I actually met the little kid when he was an adult or teenager in Old. I met the actor who played him as a young adult because his brother has Tourette's. You might know who he is if you ever watch Hereditary.
Hereditary, yeah.
Also a good summer movie. I met Alex and Nat Wolf. Alex Wolf played the brother in that. I met him and his brother in 2014 because Nat, his older brother, has Tourette's. And they were Nickelodeon as the Naked Brothers band. And they all both became horror actors and big horror actors and actors in films. Sorry. And Alex wound up to be an Old and the Naked and Hereditary and a bunch of he's in some other horror films or other films recently. But his brother has Tourette's.
No, it's awesome. Yeah, that movie was actually pretty good. Oh, thank you for bringing it up.
You saw it?
Yeah, I know. It's surprising that I've seen that film.
No, I wasn't sure. I didn't know
you guys drop a lot that I haven't seen, which is good because I am catching up. But it's crazy because with the time I have, it's like I'm trying to watch the new stuff, and then try to catch up on some of the old stuff so we know what we got going. But yeah, man, and I'm gonna be spending a little more time watching some of the films too, because like I said earlier in the show, we're gonna be having some different kind of content, different streams that we'll be doing weekly in the future, hopefully the near future, via stream. But I want to talk about something else too, with summer and Summerween, and it's like you think about activities. So I was seeing some things, online. And of course, the reels. I'm sure many of you have seen these reels that people talk. Oh, Summerween. There's different things you could do.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's awesome that people are now celebrating horror and Halloween different seasons throughout the year. I mean, we've been doing this 365, same thing, but now other people are just getting on board with it. And Summerween seems to be picking up a little bit more. They're carving watermelons. They're having these picnics. I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking with that's the whole thing. But yeah,
watermelon.
No, I was thinking of something else because it just came out. The picnic, in the graveyard, like something like that. I mean, I said I'm down. I like taking strolls through the cemetery. I know you call me crazy, but it's very peaceful. And right, obviously, but it's something that, hey, why not? Let's go to have a picnic in a cemetery, and I don't know. People think I'm nuts probably right now, but anyway,
no. A lot of people do that.
Well, I don't know what, Swift. I'm just thinking like, hey, why not? This is like summertime. Screening your favorite horror film outside. If you get a projector, if you have a yard, boom.
Yeah,
there's different drinks. They're making different cocktails and stuff like that now. Go with the summer theme, these slushies. Adult slushies and stuff like that. So it's like, I wanted to know if there's any other ideas maybe you guys have to let everybody else know. Hey, this is something else you could do in the summer to celebrate horror in the summertime, or also if there's any local events, because I was looking into this too, because there are places and restaurants that are horror themed that operate all year round. Do you guys know any of these, or any just I guess any input on the whole summer horror aspect?
I actually have one, and I actually should call him soon to discuss it, because Dan Yeager, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw 3D, moved from LA about 7 years ago to New York, upstate New York, to Ithaca. And I've been meaning to go up there. He sent me some gifts over the years. But I've been meaning to go up there because him and his wife bought an abandoned church, and they live there, and they do like movie screenings in the church, like horror movie or different.
Wait.
This is an
horror movie screenings in the church.
In the church that they made into their house, or
it's their house, but it was a church.
It was a church. This is Dan Yeager, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw 3D. So I gotta talk to him.
I'm doing a rosary carolla. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be.
I gotta talk to him. Maybe he should have an event this summer, and we could all go up together, and we'll smoke cigars and have a bonfire and watch horror movies and screen horror movies on his projector in the church or outside. He likes to have bonfires for people, and people can stay at there's a Ron Scott, a friend of his who actually is also good friends with Brett Wagner. He could put people up at the motel there that he runs, and we could all just hang out and smoke cigars, drink, have shots of whiskey, and watch horror movies.
Hey, listen,
that sounds fun. That sounds fun.
I'll call Dan and see if we can put something together.
In the church, I mean, we got to watch now. We have to watch the Pope's Exorcist. We're gonna have to watch The Conjuring. We're gonna have to watch all the Nun.
Bro, come on, man, you're killing me.
I know Alex Esso who plays the girl in the Pope's Exorcist, and I've been meaning to ask her, even though I saw her last October, I forgot to ask her.
Yeah.
Is Russell Crowe's character based off me, because his character's name is Gabe, and he always makes puns.
Oh wow!
And she stars with him in it. So I was wondering if that was her idea because of my influence.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, if it was, you got to find that out though. Under the floorboards, real quick. Gabe, gotta hop off, dude. Thank you so much for jumping on the stream and your input on everything. That your hot take, man. You know what? I'll just say this. I'll leave it at this. I don't judge anybody. I just think that is the first time I know this. The first time I ever heard something like that. But hey, it's subjective. It's what it's what you feel.
Yeah.
So it's not wrong with it.
Thinking outside the box.
Thinking outside the box. Exactly. I do think
my head off for that.
Floorboard. There we go. Look at that, Gabe. What else we got here? Nemo says, "Yeah, you lost. You lost me. My black ass won't be there with you, Jimmy. In the cemetery. Too many ghosts.
Too many paranormal experiences. Yeah.
Listen, you know what? I'm gonna just have to call up my main man, okay, Bill Murray, and we're gonna get the team. We're gonna get the Ghostbusters out with us, and no. Listen, don't worry about it. I'm not afraid of no ghost. I believe. Well, that's a lie, but anyway, I believe Lincoln Mills. Yes, Lincoln Mills haunt of weekends this summer.
Weekends.
Tonight. Let us know, Lady Tara. Let us know.
Yeah, keep us abreast of everything.
100%. I'm seeing a new Final Destination.
Oh, I am. We got tickets for tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. I might see it next week. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it this weekend, though.
Yeah, the Final Destination. That's a whole other thing. I didn't queue up the trailer because I wanted to show the trailer of it. But you know what? I will say this. This is going to be, from what I hear, probably the most gruesome installment of this franchise. And I don't know. We'll see. One is still, you're not going to scare me any more than the original because of my backstory with that. But maybe. So let's see what happens. I'm really excited. Especially since,
is that a chainsaw?
I don't know. It's not. It's probably somebody. It's like some poltergeist activity going on by Swift right now. I'm also going to
Life and Horror.
Life and Horror. What's going on?
Nice. What's up?
I like that name, and I like the logo of the thumbnail. Our Life and Horror. I like that thumbnail from Pino.
Life and Horror. Sick.
Love that. Yep. Hopefully it'll be fun. Looks good. Yeah, I mean, it does look good. It does look good.
Well, I'll tell Massimo if he wants to tune in. I just spoke to Jeffrey Reddick today, and he wants to be on my podcast. So he's a creator of Final Destination, so I'm going to have him on my podcast hopefully this summer. So I'll let you guys know when I have him on, and if you guys want to tune in.
Keep me posted.
Absolutely. Let us know.
And this is
let us know. I'm sure the whole audience will want to know and will want to check that out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Let us know. We'll share it as well, Gabe, and let us know about your podcast so we can.
I'll let you know. Yeah,
drop it up in the link there. Thanks, Drew. When I was tipsy.
Hey, when I was tipsy.
A lot of creativity comes out, when you're inebriated.
I play my best piano when I'm half asleep.
Apparently, I'm the best kind of human being when I'm sleeping as well. But. That's all. Okay. And
awesome,
Clown in the Cornfield. Tony actually sees Joe Swift. Tony says,
I loved it. It was
a Clown in the Cornfield.
Oh yeah, I liked it. I had a good time. I gotta say this: when you go to watch it, bear with it for about 15 minutes, and then it's gonna ramp all the way up. You're gonna have a great time.
Yeah, listen, that's another one. I still have to watch that one. And
it went pretty fast. It didn't let up. It was pretty continuous. Like there was no slow points in it from what I
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
I received a message, by the way, on one of my personal accounts. It says, "Jimmy, what movies have you seen?" And a lot, but but LOL, they were laughing about it. But it was hey, listen, it is what it is. I'm like one of those people, right now, I'm all over the place. I'm working a ton here, and we're trying to do some things over here with the brand. But I watched the scene horror films over and over. It's just like typical horror fans, right? Because when you got a little time, it's like I think I'm to the point now. I'm starting to expand a lot more because I said, you know what, I got to get out of this comfort zone because it's like my time is valuable, right? So I'm like, I don't want to be disappointed with some of these films. So now I would have just wasted another hour and a half of my life and been like, oh, this was shit, But I got to start catching up on some of these. Definitely the newer ones for sure. But what do we got over here? So guys, there's activities all year round. I know that there's haunted attractions in different locations. I know Salem, Massachusetts has a whole big Summerween festival going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I wanted to pop some links down here after the live is done with some other activities that are going to be happening in the Northeast. There's plenty of things I've seen going on the West Coast. So for all the West Coast fans out there, definitely check out what I'm going to be dropping in here, because there's going to be, there's a ton of things happening in Cali for the Summerween experience. And, you think California is probably hot, warm all year round. So it's like, wait, how could you tell it's summer? No, the weather, I know it's wild, man. I don't know. But what do we got, Nemo? If you haven't seen it, watch the
That one with the kid from It. That was pretty dark. That was a dark film. Very dark film. He does a great job.
Thank you, Mama Swift. Mama Swift holding it
Thanks,
down.
Mom.
Yes, you probably.
I'm going back to LA in October, so I love going to Halloween Horror Nights when I'm there. I know if you live on the West Coast, Vegas is supposedly opening up an all year round Halloween Horror Nights.
Really?
That's what I heard. All year round. That's what I heard in Vegas.
I mean, they have that now. It's just not what you think it is.
Yeah.
All year round Halloween Horror Nights in Vegas.
But that's what they're planning on doing.
Yeah. No, but the official things go. Anybody seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Yes. 77. Yeah.
You know who was in that when he was much younger? Lance Hendrickson.
And yeah. Scare LA. There we go. Summerween there. That's LA. So we've got some of the links down there. Check that out. Tony Paranormal Circus is coming to Rockaway.
Nice.
Rockaway. You must be close to me because I'm near Rockaway. I'm not far from Rockaway.
Yeah, Tony's in. Well, I'm not going to disclose it, but yeah, Tony. Yeah, he's on the East Coast. He's near. Us.
Okay, yeah, well, he's probably near me, like you guys are, not too far.
I wish I could show you this right now. It is so creepy, guys. So I had the rosary, right? And I put it down. I wasn't paying attention. Do you know the cross is standing up right now? And I placed the rosary bead down. I got to take a picture of this.
Yeah, you got to take a picture.
You got to show the photo on the screen because that's creepy.
Yeah,
it's so conjuring.
I can't post it up in here. We were just talking about paranormal. I just placed it down here. I don't know if you could see it.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
It's standing up, though. I mean, it's not going to do justice. It looks like it's standing up.
It's standing up. Yeah, standing up. Listen.
Does that mean you resurrected Jesus?
Oh, boy, Gabe.
See, Jimmy, that's what you get.
Oh, boy, Gabe. Yeah, geez, Nemo. Yeah, this is oh boy, I know they're trying to get me in this house. They can slow me down, but they can't stop me, baby. That's it. Talk about picnics in the grave. They got excited. They want to go. They're like, all their pizzas there. So we're going. We're gonna have a picnic. That's it.
Pretty much say, yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up with your shit.
You're gonna get it. Shit's in it. Yeah. These ghosts is out here like Jimmy, like Miguel Nunez and Jimmy. Oh, you're gonna get it, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, we should invite Linnea quickly if we have a party in the graveyard.
So,
oh,
she's out. The door just closed upstairs. She's gone. We're done.
She said you're in the graveyard by yourself. Haunt Jaunts, Paracons, and Horror Fest. Oh, nice. Thank you, Mom.
Dropping it up in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Check these events out this summertime. And you know what? I just think, again, I've been a lifelong horror fan. And it was finally until it was 2021 where I decided, you know what? I'm going to just do a podcast just talking about it. And it's turned into something crazy right here, but I've always celebrated this all year round. And I always was wondering, why do we only really highlight, obviously Halloween's in October, but why can't we do it all year round? Like, why can't there be attractions all year round, haunts all year round, or, activities to do, or even just, you can make your own traditions, especially if you're horror fans. And there's a lot of horror fans that do that. Yeah. There's horror themed shops that's open all year round. Come on. I mean, we got a couple even out here. There's the Vampa Museum in Pennsylvania, where I'm at. There's shout out to Mondo Docs, by the way. Lawrence on our team, the Prince of Paranormal. He has a lot of cool documentaries about different haunted places right here in Pennsylvania on the East Coast, and they're all over the place. Chase, What's going on?
Jeez. What's up, Grim? That's the Grim Reaper right there.
Grim Reaper himself. I mean, first the cross stands up. Now the Grim Reaper enters the conversation.
That's it.
I don't know what's next. Anything can happen.
Death has come to your town.
Come on, Tony. You already know what we're doing here, man.
But Jimmy, that's why
Cosplay
we have horror
conventions.
conventions throughout the year, because those are our Halloweens other times of the year. And if you go to LA, there are so many Halloween themed, even Universal Studios. There's always stuff there that's going to have like horror elements to it, or fun Halloween themed, not necessarily horror, but Halloween themed elements. And there are stores in was it, I forgot where, which starts with a B, that my friend Eva Hamilton, actress, told me to go to, and like some of the coolest Halloween stores I've ever been in by far in LA, and they're open all year round too. So it's
nice.
It's just, you know what? Like I said, it doesn't have to be October. It doesn't have to be full time to celebrate Halloween and horror 365. That's what we do all year round, baby. And these are just some of our horror films, our go-tos, guys. And I appreciate everybody jumping in. I'm trying to see if there was anything else I had lined up here. I know we mentioned, Sleepaway Camp as well. It's another one, summertime movie. We're in that feel is here, even though today it didn't feel like it. I mean, it definitely was a glorious, gloomy day out here. It was raining on the east. But the weather's been getting warmer, and we're getting into that summer vibe. And I'm just thinking about all the camp movies, all the the water, the creature features, and that's what we're hopping on. So I wanted to get everybody's input here. And guys, Gabe, Swift, I appreciate it as always. Tony says, think I heard the Lost Boys is going to Broadway. The
Holy
Lost
moly.
Boys is going to Broadway. Now they made it. They made it to Broadway. Okay, so that's huge. I didn't even hear that, man. Oh no, I did hear that, Tony. Yes, I did hear that. As a matter of fact, coming around, I was actually filming location from Terrifier 2. It's called QXT
Club, right? The club. I remember that.
You're at the club right now.
Yo, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you.
No, the club. No, wait. I don't know. I didn't know how to take that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at the club. My man,
at the club. At the club.
That's called multitasking. That's multitasking.
At the club, watching the live.
Chase at the club.
That's gangster right there.
Showing some love. That's it. There we go.
You can find me in the club.
Karaoke every Wednesday. Let's go. I'm there, man.
Yes.
Hope you get home in one piece. Hope you get home in one piece.
He's the man behind the mask. Come on, I'll do some karaoke, man. Chase at the club in Showing Hard 365. Some love.
Well, karaoke is Japanese for tone deaf, right?
Thank you, Grim.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. That's amazing. Like you said, multitasking at its finest. But man, I love these. I love these. He said, "Yes, sir." Yeah, I love these live streams, guys. We're gonna keep it rocking.
And Grim also works. Grim also does escape room activities.
Escape room.
I just thought of a genius idea. We should do dead streams, not just live streams.
Oh yeah,
dead
streams.
Yeah, I mean it won't.
Yeah.
We should call them dead streams. I'm
just
kidding.
I got it. Dead stream.
Yeah.
We, you know what? That may be an idea from the cemetery. I don't want to say it again because this thing might start rising. I don't even know what's going on here. This is wild. But again, anything happen when you're live, right? So, and anybody can show up. You don't see them, but they're here. They're here. Let's go, baby.
I'm dead.
Girls, women from New York don't even laugh anymore. They just say, "I'm dead" with a straight face. That's how they do.
Tony got it, man. Tony's been watching out. You know what we're doing. Watch parties, Fight Night Fridays. We're talking, we got ideas for years, and we're going to start implementing some of these ideas and getting all the horror heads involved in this as well. But stay tuned. Yeah, seriously. There's what I seen you about to say something, Gabe. What was that?
That's another idea I think you should come up with. Ideas for years.
Instead of
ideas for years.
Ideas for years. Just some names I thought of, as you said. Ideas for years.
Ideas for years. And, again, we're going to start. That's literally what I did. No, but seriously, like, we got. I want to unveil some stuff here, and I can't even talk about it because it's not. I don't want to spoil it, but we got some cool shit coming up. So
it's gonna be sick. It's gonna
and I
be
want to
sick.
know what you guys, honestly, the horror heads out here, I want to know what you want to hear about and what you want to talk about, because that also helps us create some other ideas, because we have so many individuals on the team that bring something different to the table that I think everybody may have met only a few. I mean, Johnny Sparks, of course, Ian the Wolfman, Sammy Joe was on last week, but there's, Marissa came
Creepy
on.
Betty, yeah. Creepy Betty. We got Black Dahlia.
Yeah, but definitely. And of course, Josh, like we were saying. And
Horror Daddy 85, yeah.
Most of the team has been on already, but there's going to be different kinds of content coming on those Twitch streams that we're going to be doing. And I'm thinking right now, and we're going to wrap it up. Wait, hold on 1 second. Chase, so send me the links to these guys. These guys,
Okay.
who are these guys?
Use guys.
Awesome.
Use guys or these
Awesome.
guys? Use me. Him, no.
Yeah, definitely.
100%, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Listen, I got to say this. Overall, summertime go-to, when I think of it, it's definitely Jaws on that list. I'm sorry, Under the Floorboards.
Mhm.
Definitely Jaws. It's definitely Friday the 13th because of that camp vibe. Lost Boys definitely comes to my mind. Maybe not, be people's first go-to, but I think of all the camp movies, man. The Burning and Sleepaway Camp. And Cabin in the Woods, and then this Piranha, Blood. We named all this, Texas Chainsaw. So many great horror. I say this to close up. My last thoughts: create your own traditions, whatever you love. There's no right or wrong. Whatever it is you want to do for your Summerween, whatever it is that you want to watch for your Summerween, put something together. Create events with your friends, with your family. Enjoy your life. Damn it, that's it. Just live. Okay?
Build traditions.
Thank God. Just live, create your traditions, and have fun, and enjoy horror 365, and enjoy the summertime horror. And that's what it is. That's what it's about. So,
absolutely.
Any other thoughts, you guys? I'm going to give you guys the floor right now. And
Gabe, Gabe, after you.
If I had to pour out my thoughts, we would never get off this stream. So let's go straight to Swift.
All right. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you for joining us and supporting us, and thank you for being active in the chats. Nemo Burns. Honestly, I want y'all to watch Let's Play Horror Games. Watch. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Listen. Also, we want to know what you guys think. So please, in the comments, leave your feedback and let us know what you want to hear more of, what you want to see. I'm more into video games. Yeah, and we're gonna start doing that. We're gonna start covering horror video games and everything like that. Everything horror.
I'm down for that. Regards to what Nemo said. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Regards to what Nemo said, I was just playing. I don't play video games much anymore, but one of the only ones I do is Resident Evil, like the different Resident Evil games. So because I know Katie O'Hagan, who does the voice of one of the characters in Resident Evil 7 in Village. So recently, I was just playing about half an hour before we went on, I was playing Resident Evil Village for the first time in a while, because that's like one of the only games I still play. But I like outside of like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Code Veronica, that's like my go-to game. But I don't play much anymore. Even when I play, it's once in a blue moon. But I love it. I love Resident Evil.
Awesome. Horror music videos or soundtracks to the movies. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's another great thing.
Okay.
Tony.
Awesome.
We were talking about that as well recently. But we got to. We want to know. We could just.
Yeah. We want to know what you guys think. Let us know what you want to see more of. We're here to entertain you guys. We're here to discuss things that we all love with each other. So help us out. And also, again, please. Hit the like button, subscribe, share it to your friends, some of your friends that may like horror and stuff like that. Share it to them and tell us, we got this thing Wednesday nights, this live stream with these guys at Horror 365. They love horror, guys and girls. I'm watching Ghoulies 3 right now. Such a piece of shit. I love it. Listen, just want to share that. Listen, those are called guilty pleasures.
Hell yeah. But you know what, man? That is what makes this genre. Okay, listen, there's no
Of course.
think about what kind of comedy, action. No, I mean horror has it. Horror has these movies that are so outlandish, so like, oh my god, so corny and cheesy that it's like it's so bad it's good. Like you just gotta laugh. Like, what were they thinking making this? And it's over the top, man. It's
like Trolls, like Troll 2.
Horror movie posters.
Yeah, horror movie posters. Yeah, man. No,
by the way, I just want to mention my podcast airs usually at 10 on Wednesday nights when I have a podcast. I don't have one tonight. Okay. So we would go from like this straight into my podcast. Like
straight into your that's awesome. That what a lead in.
Yeah.
I mean that in the most endearing way. I love a good shit. Listen, we all do.
Yes.
Yeah. Gabe, again, tell everybody your channel. The best and worst horror masks.
Let me actually send it in the playlist.
Yes.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna send the link in the playlist to the private chat. And hold on. Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Symbolist. So I'm gonna give you my link right now, Jimmy. If you give me a second.
Yeah. No worries. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna get the playlist because I had my network head add all my episodes to the playlist. Usually when I have StreamYard open, it slows down my internet, so I have to you gotta give me a second. Okay, here we go.
We're rocking. We're good. We're good here.
Copy.
After hours.
I'm sending it to you right now in the private chat. This is the link to my playlist, and we actually have it's part of a larger network. This is just my playlist, but we have other hosts stream other shows. Mine is usually interviews with celebrities or actors or filmmakers, comedians, different people. So I should be I'm talking to several people about having them on. Usually it airs live, but sometimes I have to do it and then stream it.
Record it,
record it.
Yeah.
So no, great work, Gabe. Seriously, I'm going to share that. Put the link down there. I appreciate you jumping on again with us. This time this week as well for the conversation. Of course, Swift.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Man with the plan, Swift, holding it down as always, man. Thank you for all that you do here, and everybody, all you guys and girls, man, all the guy goyles and ghouls out there, all the horror heads. You're absolutely amazing. We're going to get some more combos going. I'm going to have the June list up by the end of the month, so it'll be breaking down exactly what we're going to be talking about next month. We're going to throw some of these ideas in there because next week we're talking Final Destination Bloodlines recap and franchise conversation. So this is going to be good. I want to know. I'm just giving you a quick heads up next week. I want to know your favorite kills of the franchise. I want to know your thoughts of Bloodlines, favorite movie out of the franchise. And character, and let's talk about Tony Todd's final performance. We're going to talk about that all next week. My man Tony, you're the man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you as always every week, week in, week out, doing your thing. Of course, Mama Swift. See you.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma. Seriously, for dropping all those links in there, holding it down. Appreciate
everybody. Routine. I love it. I love it as a family thing here.
Oh, it is. No, listen, that's what it is, man. But we are rocking Summerween. Make it yours, baby. That's right. Make it your tradition. Get your favorite movies, your favorite foods. Put them on the grill and chill, baby. Hard 365. Yours truly, Jimmy J, the mouthpiece of the Northeast, signing out with the anesthesiologist with the set and Gabe, the pun isher himself. We're going to see
my pleasure.
My pleasure. We talk Final Destination.
All right. Go see Final Destination.